Hey, so I did my Module 4 prompt over the QPR training, so I'm just going to take a few minutes to talk about that. QPR does stand for Question, Persuade, and Refer. So these are the three simple steps that people can go through to learn to help save lives from suicide. It is kind of similar to CPR, but QPR is an emergency mental health intervention that's designed to help people recognize the warning signs of suicide and how to offer hope and how to get somebody help in a crisis situation. So, what is it exactly? It's nationally recognized evidence-based suicide prevention program that teaches individuals how to respond to someone in a mental health crisis. So, again, although it is similar to CPR, we can think of it like CPR, but for mental health. Just like CPR helps save lives in emergencies, QPR is able to empower people every day to take action during an emotional or psychological crisis. Some of the biggest objectives of this is to, of course, question the person about their suicidal thoughts, persuade them to seek and accept help, and then refer them to appropriate professionals or resources. In these training goals, we want to talk about the increase of awareness we need to recognize those warning signs of suicide. We're also building confidence and starting those conversations around mental health. So, taking the time to get the uncomfortable out of the way and ask the question directly. We also want to equip people who participate in this training with the tools to intervene and help somebody who is at risk. So, see something, say something kind of thing. Some of the training that is included in it, so it goes over the warning signs of suicide. So whether it's verbal, behavioral, situational, we want to be able to recognize those in any kind of setting or situation and know what those signs are exactly, and how to approach somebody when you're concerned about them. So doing it in a way that's not showing pity but care. You want to also be able to effectively talk about suicide. So, kind of, not playing into the stigma of it, but you want to say, look, ask it directly. Dispelling any myths surrounding suicide. So, there tends to be myths and stigma surrounding it, of course, but you don't want to play into it. You want to dispel it. And then using local and national resources for individuals who need immediate help. So the three steps, again, are question, persuade, and refer. For question, we want to learn how to ask someone if they're thinking about suicide in a directive but supportive way. And then persuade, we want to understand how to listen with empathy and then encourage them to seek the help that they need. When referring, we want to know where and how to connect someone to the right support and resources. Some really common things that are learned through this training are, again, common warning signs, so the verbal, behavioral, situational cues, how to break that stigma and talk openly about suicide. And then ways to be a gatekeeper, so someone trained to recognize and respond to those in distress. And then key local and national resources again. So the overall goal of this is to increase awareness, reduce the stigma, empower individuals to act as gatekeepers in the community, recognizing someone who is in trouble and knowing how to respond effectively. And it matters because suicide is often preventable. Most people thinking about it don't actually want to die. They want help and hope and someone who can listen to them. And the awareness and intervention that we can bring is truly a life-saving difference. These are things that we can all use in health coaching to use those cues and know those warning signs and be prepared to have resources available for any clients that we need and any referrals that we can provide to them as well as any resources. So I think this was important to talk about, and it was nice to learn about it too.